Kristo, viva pit Señor. Kining akong wali karon continuation ni no sa katong akong gi-share about my life no in relation to the Santo Niño last week. So natagaan naman og anak akong mamagpapa nga mao ang ako no after 3 years nga wala sila makaanak. Unya tungod ni ato na malhin sa Cebu for good aron makaserve sila sa Santo Niño and then makahalad sila sa unsay angay ihalad ngadto sa balaang bata. Karon since they came no gidala-dala na gyud ko na nila nila sa basilika, especially karong adlaw no kumplituhon na nila ang nobina, of course gawas sa mga first Friday masses, and then they will stay for the 6 p.m. nga mass. Unya mobalik na sila ugma alas 6 sa buntag. So for me that was a struggle nga naman kay bisag mo dili ko kay giduka ko ato nga time nga bata pa ko, labi na late kayo mo buhi after the 6 p.m. mass tonight sa basilika, napay traditional sinulog, so tingali mga 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock that time, and then musakay pa mig jeep, muapil pa mis mga tao, gukod sa mga tao, unya only to wake up very early in the morning the following day para mo balik na sa basilika. Para nako lisod kay to siya nga himuon, and then yearly it was such a struggle. Ilabi na kato nga time nga dili pa kayo ingon anak kahanay ang basilika, no? That was in the early 90s. Bisag asa ang entrance, bisag asa ang exit, na ay mamaligya din ha, bisag asa. Karon hanay naman ron, arang-arang naman ang pagka-arrange sa basilika na organized naman nila. But before it was not like what it is right now. No? Gubot kaayo unya. Grabe kasamok before. So para nako kay gamayng bata pa kay kumrag kapuya ani. But then my learning was this. Even though nagdumili ko, unya even though nag-inusara ra pud ko nga anak sa pamilya, wa man jud ko na spoil dilang mamagpapa, no? I was never treated like I was a spoiled brat, except for one thing, pagkaon, no? Kana tingali, ilhan man sad sa lawas, no? Mo na nga pagsud na kog seminaryo, struggle gyud na akong pagkaon kay pilian man jud kay kog pagkaon. Pero anyway, naka-survive man ta ana nga higayon. But the rest wala gyud. Even in the matters of faith, kung paampuon, kung paskwilahon. My dear friends, I'm telling you this because in our gospel, Jesus blessed the children. And sometimes when we bless the children, no, spoiling them is not blessing them. Spoiling them is actually cursing them. Because we do not teach them to grow when we spoil them. There are 3 things that we do in spoiling our children. Number 1, we smoothen their thoughts. Gismoothen na po ang ilang thoughts. Daw, ato na silang gi-prepare tanan, igo na lang sila mulakaw. Ikaduha, we sugarcoat our words. Ingon ta, okay ra lagi na, ay kabalaka sayon ra na siya. Sugar coating. Third, no, we spoon feed their actions. Ngitan. So these 3 things, smoothening their thoughts, no, and then sugar coating their words, and kaning gitawag nato nga sa ganito kung giingon katulo. Ay katulo was spoon feeding. Nalimot na nun ko spoon feeding. Ilisa na to nag-blessings. Instead of smoothening their thoughts, we strengthen their thoughts. Strengthen their mindset. Kay po manggita nga sa kinabuhi, di man yun na tanan smooth. Tanawaragon na ninyong dan. Kung smooth na siya tanan sinaw kaayo, delikado maslide. Maugbok ang delikado, di ba? But sometimes when we strengthen, kinahanglan po na certain roughness. Because that is what life is. That's the same thing with the matters of faith, no? Sa itong pagtuo. Bisan si Jesus ganin, ingon we have to carry our cross, deny ourselves and follow Him. Ikaduha, instead of sugarcoating their words, let's be sincere. Sincero ta. What is right is right. What is wrong is wrong. What is a sin is a sin. What is a good choice is a good choice. We do not sugarcoat. Otherwise, dablara na to giilad sila if we sugarcoat. Katulo, instead of spoon-feeding them, we teach them to be self-sufficient. See? Ato nang gipulingan ang curses into blessings, no? By strengthening them, by being sincere with them, and teaching them how to be self-sufficient. And that is how we pass on the faith to other generations, to the younger ones. Ug ang katong pagdasok-dasok namo dito sa Basilica taliwala sa gidaghanon sa mga tao was actually a test of faith. Kung mabuhat man gani na nato nga muadto gyud ta sa Basilica sa Santo Niño in order to honor the Holy Child, no? Mabuhat sad na nato sa atong pagpuyo na gyud sa atong pagtuo that even in our faith we have to move through mountains, obstacles, trials, and we can only do that when we learn to be self-sufficient, when we learn to be sincere, and we learn how to strengthen kining atong pagtuo. That's the only way. And that is the greatest blessing that you can give to your children. So that when time comes na sila na po ang mupuli nato dinhi sa kalibutan, we are assured that they will be stable no matter what happens to them. Karon Sabado, we also honor San Pedro Calungsod. To think San Pedro Calungsod is also a fruit of our devotion to the Señor Santo Niño. Kay siya mismo subuan nun, for sure, ang iya pong pagtuo, gikuha pod, gipalambo, gilig-on, diha sa iya pong debosyon sa Santo Niño. And when he came to Guam, bisan sa iyang pagkabatanon, he was stable because he had that strong faith with him. Stable enough even to face death because of faith. And hopefully, that is something that we can all learn from. Amen.